So in this video on Microsoft Dynamics 365 for Sales functionality, we're going to cover off insight cards. Now let's go into the system. I'll show you what I mean by insight cards. What I'm going to do is go to the dashboards area, and it's going to pick up my sales activity social dashboard as my default. And you can see here that we can display, or we have displayed, notifications here. Now this is something we can add to any dashboard, including personal dashboards if you want to create those. But you'll see here under this area, assistant notifications, I've got 20 reminders. Now insight cards are effectively reminders of a range of different things potentially. But as it's rendered here, most of this is all test data, and these particular reminders are all for inactivity on leads. If I want to show a little bit more information, I can click on the show more area here, and I can scroll through these if I want to. But you'll effectively see I've got at the top here the type of notification. In this case, this notification is that there's no activity on a lead. Then you've got the test record, or you've got the record it refers to, in which case this is a test record 14. And you'll see it's giving me some details of that notification, that there's been no activity with this lead since Wednesday, June the 18th, 2025. And then I've got some potential actions I can take on it. So it's giving me the ability to send an email. If I click that, it'll launch the compose email dialog. And then I've got the other option, which is go to that lead record, which is what I'm going to go and do. So if I click on that open lead record is opened. But if I scroll down a little bit to the bottom right hand corner, I can see that I get the same assistant notifications, and I've got that one reminder that I saw in the dashboard for no activity with lead test record 14, which is what I'm in at the moment. So that's how they appear. In terms of how they're managed in the back end, if I just click on this and go into Sales Insight settings. Now, this is an enterprise stroke premium feature. Some of these insight cards are available in enterprise, some of these are available in premium only. You can create your own insight cards, but that's a premium capability. Now, if I just go to insight cards and go to the Assistant Studio and open that up, then it's displaying for me the range of insight cards I've got, as well as that ability to create the new insight card if I've got the licensing to do that. Now I've got a range of insight cards here. The ones on the top here are the ones that are active at the moment. So you can see that one there that we went into earlier, no activity with leads. If I just click on that, I've got some card usage for the last 30 days. It's shown 33 times to one user. This is a test system that I'm using for the purposes of these videos, and hence why there's only one user, and it's been shown to me 33 times. Invariably, by the way, it appears I didn't take action, but it is just test data. Now, if I go behind the scenes there to settings, I can see what security roles are enabled to see this particular insight card. I've also got the ability to set it as high priority, so it's ranked higher than other cards. And then I've also got the ability to sort of set the criteria for this alarm popping up, say days before notifying me if there's no activity on the lead. I've also got the ability to toggle this on and off. So in the back end here, we've got a range of ones from upcoming meeting, no activity with lead, no activity with opportunity, missed close date coming soon, email due, task due. So we've got a range of them. Now most of these are actually live and enabled, but we've got a range here that are turned off. If I want to turn any of these on, I can just select them and turn them on or turn them off in the top of the screen. So it's up to you in the back end to be able to control what cars people can see. Now, what is quite nice as well is that is configurable at the user level as well. So despite what might be set up in the back end, I as a user, via my personal settings, can go in and determine which of these I want to see, because I think there's nothing worse than, as a user, getting besieged by lots of notifications that you're not terribly interested in. The key thing is that notification, when it happens, is something that you really want to be alerted to, and you're going to sort of react to that and address it. You don't want to miss key things because they're just part of 100 other notifications that you're not paying an enormous amount of attention to. So you could have got the ability to manage that on the same sort of basis on a personal level as well. So that's a quick introduction to what Insight cards are. As I say, they are an enterprise/premium feature. They're probably not a feature that I would upgrade to enterprise or premium just to get hold of. I think they are potentially useful. I think, as I said, they're great that they are something a user can turn on and off. I can certainly see them being used. If you've got that capability, if you've got that sort of license, there's probably something that you'd want to use. But there are other ways of achieving similar things by creating your own personal views or creating your own personal dashboards. So it's not the only way of achieving what this functionality produces. Anyway, hopefully that's a sort of helpful exploration of Insight cards. Feel free to explore other videos in the channel. We explore all sorts of functionality related to Microsoft Dynamics 365 for sales. Also, if you need any help with Microsoft Dynamics, please see the links below. Or if you've got any suggested content ideas, please see the links below. Anyway, thank you very much for your time today, and hopefully see you again soon.